A fish clamped onto the little cat's tail and actually tried to eat it. Unexpectedly, the little cat dragged the fish all the way to the shore instead, staring at the lively, wriggling fish. The little cat was terrified. Just then, a raccoon wandered over. It realized the little cat didn't recognize this delicious meal, so it grabbed the fish and walked away. But after only a few steps, a black bear blocked its path. The bear waved its claws, trying to snatch the fish. When it forced the raccoon into a corner, it suddenly turned around and left. Realizing it couldn't get anything from the raccoon, the bear shifted its attention to the little cat. The little cat screamed, begging it to stay away, but the bear ignored it completely. The next second, it was struck hard by the little cat's claws. The little cat narrowly escaped danger, but the problem of finding food was still unresolved. The little cat climbed to the top of a mountain and set its sights on some baby seagulls. The seagulls quickly noticed its intentions and swooped down, blocking its path. With no other choice, the little cat fled toward the mountaintop, but it couldn't handle so many enemies at once and was eventually knocked off the cliff. People often say cats have 9 lives. The seawater below softened the impact of the fall, and the little cat miraculously survived. Even luckier, cold and hungry, the little cat spotted a house. As soon as it crawled ashore, it shook the water from its fur and ran toward the house without hesitation. To avoid danger, the little cat carefully checked inside. Only after confirming no one was there, it did jump in. There was no food, but it was warm enough. The little cat thought it could finally spend the night in peace. But unexpectedly, the black bear followed it there. By coincidence, they almost entered the house at the same time. The bear began sniffing around for the little cat's scent. Just as it was about to find the cat, the frightened little cat leapt to a high place. At that moment, a ball fell down and hit the bear on the head. Thinking a human had returned, the bear fled without a trace. To prevent the bear from coming back, the little cat went to the owl's home. The owl noticed that the little cat looked quite similar to itself and allowed it to stay the night. The little cat slept soundly and even began to recall its childhood. It had once grown up on a farm with 4 brothers and sisters, a dog friend. That dog liked to stay in the chicken coop, staring at the hens. One day, a rooster suddenly laid an egg. The dog immediately ran over, curious about the egg. It licked it, sniffed it, and when the rooster and hens were gone, kicked the egg into its own nest. The dog guarded the egg fiercely, not even allowing its best friend to come near. It sat on the egg, imitating a hen, hoping to hatch a chick. Watching the dog protect the egg so devotedly, the little cat was deeply moved and decided to help with the hatching. To make the egg more comfortable, the little cat climbed a tree and chased away the chirping birds nearby. When crabs tried to approach the chicken coop, the little cat bravely drove them off. But the next second, it was pinched by a crab and cried out in pain. Comparison, the dog was much more civilized. It would sit down and reason with others, politely keeping strangers away. One day, the egg began to make sounds. The little cat cautiously leaned in to look. It saw a tiny pointed beak poke through the shell. Soon, a pink chick broke free from the egg. The dog was overjoyed and immediately began licking the chick. The chick had successfully hatched, but before they could celebrate, worry set in. The dog was still young and didn't want to become the chick's mother, so it decided to return the chick to the coop. The little cat disagreed, and they had a big argument over it. Yet seeing the lonely chick, they ultimately decided to take it back to its mother. After all, that was its true home, and so the little cat and the dog returned to their carefree lives once again.